feminine. Let's go ahead and jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. I pray that you all are doing well. In the event that you are not, I pray we can transmute that energy here and now for your benefit and the benefit of all those involved. All right, let's see. Let's get into this here reading. Let's see what the messages are Spirit has here for you on today. All right, messages here for we have Infatuation. It says, it feels electric, but remember, it's easy to mistake a new crush for love. Keep your heart in check while you ride the high. All right. Underlying energy is sharing space. All right, feminines. We have unspoken feelings. All right. It says, you're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. And then I see all these written papers. Okay. Handwritten papers. So I feel like, again, back to everything that the twins have not said to each other. We've been picking up on that a lot. Love letters, love notes, messages, cards, things like that. I feel, you know, I could be talking to another sentimental person. Okay. It takes one to know one. So things like that you treasure, you cherish. Okay. So if your person has ever written you any love notes or love letters, you keep them. And vice versa. I feel like your person is very, very sentimental as well. But there are a lot of things that they have not said that they want to. Like you feel it, you pick up on it. It's strong. All right, we have platonic passion. It says you didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. Okay, so here's the deal. You and this person could have come in contact with one another. One of you could have recognized, like, okay, this is my twin. The other one didn't know what it was. Maybe they thought, okay, this is something. I feel something, but I'm not sure what I feel. Right, so they just left it kind of there. You know, let it be kind of thing. Left it to be. And always being, okay, that's what I feel, always being. I feel like this is one of those things where you may say, oh, I'm going to keep it as a friend, you know, we're going to stay friends or whatever. But it's like the more you get to know each other, the more you like this person, the more they like you, the more you feel, yeah, this is my twin soul, you know, the more you get confirmation. I don't know. And then it's like, even when the twins are not speaking, so much is still being said. You cannot, I mean, you don't even have to say another word for the rest of your life. It really wouldn't even matter. You guys are having so much conversation, it's not even funny. All right. I feel like there's a lot of things that you don't say or they don't say because you are friends. And it's like, look, because we friends, we're not going to cross that line. We just going to keep it as it is. We feel all this. But we just going to keep it under wraps. We're not going to say nothing. We're not going to do nothing. But it's becoming a very strong, like, feeling. Very strong. Okay? Yeah. For our feminines, what do they need to know? All right, we have marriage vows. Okay. So, yeah, this is definitely looking like the person you're going to end up, okay, saying I do with. Okay, I do with. Notice I said that because both of you will be saying I do, right? Forever isn't a fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. Both of you look at each other like that. Like, nah, this is so much more than a friend. I can see this person being my forever partner. Like, I can see it. I see it. I see it. The way they move, the way they operate, the way they handle their family and friends, the way they just handle difficult situations, the way they manage stress. I've watched them. I've observed them. I like what I see. I trust their judgment. I trust them to lead me. If you have children, I trust them to lead me and the children. You know, like you really like what you see. They really like what they see. You like what you feel. They like what they feel. This feels good. This could be someone that you met online. For some of you, if not most or all of you, it says digital love. You're vibing through the screens. Excuse me. You're vibing through the screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life. Exactly. So that could have been where one of you was coming from. Like, okay, we like each other. We vibing cool. But I don't know you for real. And now that time has passed, it's like, oh, no, I know you for real. And there could have been an emotional bond built up over time, because if you're just friends or if it's just platonic, there's nothing sexual going on. You know, there could have been some flirting here and there and things like that, because the two of you were clearly crushing on each other with the infatuation card. But I don't feel like there were any lines that got crossed. You know, I don't feel like the two of you laid in any beds or on any couches, in the car, whatever you do with that child. You know, that's your business. I started to go down the list and tell you my business. Let you know I'm a little freaky, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but you do whatever you do with that. You know, I don't see y'all having went that route yet. Okay. But I feel like that's what's building the passion up even more. That's what's making it worse. It's making it way more intense. Okay, it's like, yeah, doggy bag. I don't know about this just being friends. All right, I don't know about that. All right, we have happy family. Yeah, child. It's meant for you to have a happy family, happy spouse, happy house with this person. This is giving 10 of Cups, very much so. And we have sharing space. Again, this is the very first card we saw underneath where we had infatuation. Yeah, you and this person are like into each other so much. Like, oh my gosh. It says you're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Exactly. That's the only type of home that a divine feminine wants. All right. I feel like that's what you're doing right now. Or that's what's on the way. You and somebody start off as friends. You reconnect online. You start off as friends. You know, there's all these feelings that they never got to say, that maybe you never got to say. They had a crush on you. Now they get to say it. They get to speak up. You become husband and wife. You have a happy family. You know what I'm saying? This is someone that you meet for the very first time, and within a few minutes of knowing each other, you're like, oh my gosh, this is my person. Let me not get so excited, though. Let me not get so excited, though. You know, maybe they tried to friend zone it. Is what I'm getting. Maybe they tried to friend zone it, and you was like, all right, I'm going to just play my part. You know, I'm going to be the friend. You being the friend, though, it's like you got to put all walls down, all guards down, be completely transparent, be all of you. You know, when something's going on, pick up the phone, let them know. Like, I feel like that's what the person did because they really wanted to get to know you for real. And again, as they get to know you deeper or more on a more soul level, soul to soul level, it's like, oh yeah, I feel like we are truly connected. So sharing space. The two of you are going to be moving in together soon, but that should be obvious considering we have marriage vows here and happy family, right? So clearly you're going to be sharing a space. But it says whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level. That's the thing. It's like, this is not no, oh yeah, you know, I want to be without you. No, like when you think of this person, you can literally feel yourself, like, you know, it's some sort of shift in your energy when you think of this person. Okay, because Blue just felt it. It's some sort of shift in its energy. You just feel at home. Maybe you've seen yourself walking around y'all's home or something. Like you've witnessed this. You witnessed them coming in from work. Like you see what's to come. You already caught glimpses of it or something like that. We have holding you back. Now, there could have been a relationship, a connection or something that one of you were in. You or your person, you know, that was holding you back from really letting this be something else. Every time I see this this platonic passion and I see this belt, it makes me think of like a chastity belt or a chastity ring or something like that. You know, this is, you know, I feel all this passion, all this desire, but I'm not supposed to. I shouldn't. You know, it goes against something, goes against my belief, goes against my faith, goes against what's right and wrong, goes against something. You know what I mean? But in the event these vows get made, oh, the baby's getting popped out because now we got babies in the picture. You see what I'm saying? So it says, you're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. All right. So somebody has fallen in love with someone, and instead of saying, yeah, I'm in love with you and I can see us being together, they just didn't say anything. So it's like they're holding themselves back in some way here. Blocked. Ooh. It says, it stings to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase the ghosts. All right. That's the thing. Some of you could have blocked it out because, you know, this is how you're feeling. You're feeling the person on a deeper level. And if you didn't feel like the two of you were on the same level, then of course you're going to fall back, small back. You're not about to ruin nobody else's situation. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages that we have here for the feminine? Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for the feminine? All right, we have not today here. It says boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Yep. I felt that. Like I said, somebody has caught deeper feelings here. I feel like it's both of you, but only one of you has spoken up, or only one of you, I don't know. Let's see as we go along. Only one of you has spoken up, or only one of you is aware. It says resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil. Yeah, they had a karmic relationship, so you just didn't speak up on things that you felt. How do you feel? You feel like this is supposed to be the two of you together, married. We have marriage vows and wedding rings. That's exactly how you feel. You feel like this is your husband or this is your life partner, but they're in a karmic relationship. The snake. That's exactly what you feel like. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Okay, the snake, competition and enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. You feel like they came in, love bombed, or there's something here. It's just like, not today, you know, so you're avoiding this person. You're still upset, you're still hurt, but they feel everything that you feel, and they don't want you to be hurt. They actually want you to be in their life. They love you unconditionally. They don't want to stay separated from you. They really don't want you to you know, keep ignoring them or not talking to them. Paradise. Yeah, they would much rather the two of you come together and enjoy this paradise that Spirit has in the cards for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Instead of running away from them because you think you know what they think, or you think you know how they feel. No. If you knew that, then you would be standing still because they're into you. Clearly more than you realize. Yeah, we have date. They're into you way more than you realize. Okay? They could be afraid that if they don't say or do something soon, you'll be done met somebody else, because they're in love with you. They've fallen in love, all right? And they don't want you to think, oh, yeah, you're the only person who feels like that. No, I feel the same way that you do. All right, this person could have had some sort of emotional block once upon a time, but they're ascending, they're leveling up, they're reminiscing, looking at your pictures, thinking about you, okay? They really don't want to let this thing go. They've learned from their past mistakes, and they're preparing for union. They want to come together with you. There's a phone call about to take place where this person is going to be expressing their truth. You know, hey, I thought this what it was, but it's so much deeper than that. If you were just my friend and you fell back and I hadn't heard from you for a while, why would it bother me so much? Go on about your life, do your thing. I'll hear from you when I hear from you. You know what I'm saying? You're just my friend. We have low maintenance friendships nowadays as adults. But if I find myself losing my mind because I haven't heard from you, then perhaps I care about you more than a friend. You know what I mean? Perhaps I care about you deeper than that. So, okay, this person is discovering some feelings here that they themselves have. We have partying, okay? And they're like, yeah, I gotta get to my person. I gotta let them know how I feel. Okay, we have cut down again. They really don't want to, it says cutting ties, cutting out. They don't want you to cut them off. Okay, they have this fear of you leaving them out because of this, because of you enabling boundaries due to other person. You're keeping yourself grounded. You're looking for stability and security. You don't see that there in a situation where you have to pretend that something is just something that it's not. You have to pretend that something is solely platonic, even though it's deeper than that. Separation. Nah, so you don't want to pretend. So you moved around. Yeah, passion. It says insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. You don't want to pretend. Maybe pretending is just not your thing. You know, it's not your forte. It's not your style. It's not your cup of Henny. It's not your thing. You know what I mean? You're like, no, I would much rather not. Hide how I feel. Hide the truth. You know, any of that. If I have to lie, then I may as well not be present. Okay? Or something like that. Yep. If I have to hide my true feelings, if I have to lie, I may as well not be present. Okay? I'm also getting from this and this, like somebody could have taken marriage vows, started a family with somebody. So even though there's all this passion here with you, they like try to keep it a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, they're interested in you. They can't really keep it that way at the same time. They can't. You know? It's like they want to be with who they want to be with. So they're going to keep reaching out to you, keep doing things like that, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. All right, healing, heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, abusive relationship. Yeah, they want to heal whatever took place in y'all's connection. They don't want you to feel sad, be upset, anything like that. Lighthearted and adept, finding out and change, things coming to light. All those unspoken feelings, they're going to speak up on. Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase, passion. There's a lot of passion here between you and this person. They don't want to act like this is just another situation, because it's not. Again, you're not just somebody that they were dealing with. They really don't want you to move on, you know. They're afraid that you're about to move on and meet somebody else. Cut ties with them, meet somebody else. Twin flames, this is your twin soul. That's what I felt. Okay, but they're afraid you're going to cut ties with them and meet somebody else. For those of you that are thinking like, oh, I'm never going to meet anybody else. Yes, you will. Okay, so just take it however it applies for you. Right, we have pictures, see? It's like every time you look at your pictures, missing you, nostalgia, want to make new memories, deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, breakup. They feel heartbroken without you. That's telling them everything they need to know. If this was just my friend, you know, first of all, why would I be so heartbroken? Like, why would my friend leave? If I'm moving on with my life or they're moving on with their life, we support each other. It wouldn't be a problem that they're moving on or that I'm moving on in life. That's just what it is. You know, I'm doing something with my life. You're doing something with your life. It is what it is. But when you're in love with somebody, it's not that simple. So that's the difference. You see, when you're in love with somebody, it's not that simple to be like, oh, okay, it is what it is. No, it's not. It's not what it is. It's definitely not. All right, sunglasses. All right, so they're watching you. Their eyes never leave you, by the way. Because you're mirror souls. And they think about you all the time. All the time. You know? I'm never going to forget my mirror soul. Not ever, not ever. All right? Not ever, never. Yep, not ever, never. So they're afraid. They're afraid that you're going to be done with them for real, forever. That's it. You're cutting ties, you know, because of this one-sidedness. That's how you feel. You feel like it was one-sided. Okay? But that's not true. It's not one-sided at all. This person is starting to feel like maybe they sabotaged something with their twin by not speaking their truth, by lacking the confidence to speak their truth. And they should have just spoke their truth and then all would have been well. That's what they feel like. Yeah, 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands. They should have just brought something to your awareness. But I don't think that the relationship between y'all is what the Death card is referring to. I really think that something is going to end so that they can get to you. I really believe that. You have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, Ace of Pentacles, my engagement ring. New offer, opportunity coming in. You have the 9 of Wands. Again, the guard is up. The wall is up. Okay. After having been hurt, we have Judgment. Because their heart desires you so much, their discernment on the situation is to speak up, to go after their truths, you know, to be courageous and bold here. The Hermit. Yeah, see, you went ghost. You went within. Moment of silence. 6 of Pentacles about reciprocity. Yeah, this could be an equally yoked situation between you and this person. Yeah, see, they just want to work on things. They want to fix this connection with you, build it up. Okay, they see you as the one that they want to marry, the one they want to be with. You make them happy, they make you happy. There's a lot of romantic energy between the two of you. Romance is not dead nowadays. It's just people are not romantic. You and this person are. They can't see themselves being without you. 5 of Cups, Queen of Wands. It's this feeling of regrets. Like, if I were to live without this person that I'm so attracted to, so drawn to, that I feel like I'm a vibrational match with, there will be this feeling of regret. I can't be this individual that lives without the one that I know I'm for, the one that I know is for me. Get 8 of Cups, emotional withdrawal. I feel like you've emotionally checked out these days in some ways, like you would just rather not. We have the King of Wands. Again, this is them coming towards you, taking action. Okay, the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles to make a love offer to you. They see you as somebody that they really want to make this love offer to. All right, they're in love. This person is in love, honey. And I feel like you know that. But they're not speaking up on it. You know, they would much rather continue on whatever it is they were doing. So for those of them that were in karmic relationships, they fell in love with you. The two of you were friends, you know what I'm saying? But instead of them speaking up on it and saying this is how I felt, they just proceeded with whatever it is they were doing with karmic. You said, okay, well, if that's what they're doing, then what am I doing, right? But this is your twin soul. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That's who it is. It's your mirror soul here. Okay? And they just view you as like everything. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, you're very independent, successful. You're somebody who's thriving in business. Whatever you do, you're very wise, you're mature. You're somebody who's been rewarded through your hard work, and it shows. All right, Page of Swords. So again, their eyes are always on you. They feel like you're very confident. Okay, very, again, successful, magnetic, mature. All right, 10 of Swords, they feel like they emotionally betrayed you, and they're like going through it right now. 4 of Swords is, you know, meditation. They may be trying to think of the quickest way to end something else so that they can get to you. I'm telling you, with that Death card, Ten of Swords, I really feel like this person is going to be trying to walk away from karmic relationship immediately to get to you. I feel like this is somebody that's like, no, I know what I want to do. I'm going to do it. You know, Ten of Wands. They don't want to be stressed out for the rest of their life because they feel like this is something that they will hold on to. They feel like, again, remember that holding you back? Like, you know, if they stay with someone else, they feel like it will be holding them back. There's someone that they're meant to be with. It's things that they're destined to be doing with that person. And they feel like if they were to sit in one place with these karmics or with that karmic, they would never fulfill their destiny. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this will help them have peace of mind. Yeah, expressing their love for you, King of Cups. All right. The Seven of Pentacles. I want to, yes, because you love me just the way that I love you. All right. Our vibrations are a match. You're an energetic match all the way around, guys. You're an energetic match. Yeah, so this person's like, I don't want to lose this person. Their discernment on the situation is what their heart would desire is to make this Queen of Pentacles person, or make this person who is a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. You know, you're the Empress. You're every queen. Make this person my spouse. Like, you're very sensual, you're a nurturer, you care about everybody, not just yourself. They really want to apologize for having almost sabotaged this, or for not having communicated or expressed how they were really feeling, for making you doubt the feelings that you were having. See, Queen of Swords. No, they want to apologize, King of Cups. They want to let you know how much they really do love you, actually. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Don't walk away. I want the Ten of Cups with you. So it's not just they want the Ten of Cups, they want the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. See? They want this with you. They want it all with you. Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. They want that. They said, I want that. I need that. All right, yeah. So as they're watching you, definitely, they're worried that they may lose you if they don't hurry up. And it's not even like a game. It's not like, oh, yeah, you know, I can just talk to them whenever I feel like it. No, they feel like the love that y'all have is way beyond platonic. And if they were to sit up here and act like it's not, they could lose what they feel would be the best thing that could ever happen to them. You know, so it's like, nah, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta end what I gotta end. I gotta move around. All right, we have the Six of Cups and we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this person could have been afraid of letting a child down or letting someone down. Ten of Pentacles. But they really want to build with you. The Devil. It's like they could have started doing something already with the karmic, and that was the, you know, I didn't want to let the karmic down, didn't want to let the children down, or something like that. Two of Cups, but they can't not deny how they're feeling. They're like heartbroken without you, and they're holding on to this pain because they still feel you in their heart space. They still feel you in their heart space. They just want to bring harmony back into the connection. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Fool card. Okay, so it's like taking a leap of faith, you know, because they keep dreaming about you. They keep fantasizing about this. So it's like, yeah, I really want to make this happen here. I got to. I feel like they got to. All right, we have emotional mastery. This is what this person is realizing, that you have mastered your emotions. So even if you're in love with someone, crushing on someone, whatever it may be with someone, that's fine. What is the best possible decision for everyone? If you expressing your love for that person, if you saying all that and doing all that is not going to make the biggest difference for everyone, or it's going to make a difference that's negative, you don't want to say nothing. You don't want to do nothing. You're not rocking that boat. Emotional mastery. Also, even though you may be feeling heartbroken and this and that, not allowing yourself to be driven by your heartache. Okay? So it says, no amount of material success can bring lasting peace if you haven't cultivated it within. No matter how great your external ambitions may be, remember that mastery of your inner world is the ultimate achievement. Okay? Emotional mastery. Okay, we got two that came out. We have legacy of wealth in a new direction. Yes, they're realizing like, okay, I got to go in this new direction because it's a legacy of wealth that I'm meant to build up with this person. Ten of Cups and the Pentacles. That could also be something else that you told them. Like, yeah, I could have been this, that, and the third by now. Because you already know what's in the cards or what's in store for you and this person. But because this person keeps tiptoeing around it or keep doing everything around it, It's like things have been delayed. Nevertheless, it's not going to continue to be delayed for you because we have Nine of Pentacles. You're going to get it anyway. It's just that Spirit wanted it for y'all together. You're just going to have it alone by yourself. It is what it is, I guess, until or unless this person says, I'm going in a new direction, right? But it says, a new direction may feel unfamiliar, but this change holds the key to what your spirit has been seeking. The unknown is where miracles manifest, all right? And also, who wants to go out there dangling that around in front of somebody and then they come? You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's the only reason you came. Now, if all this were to dry up, then what? You know what I mean? So it's like, no, you don't do that. You don't ever start and lead with your money and what you have and what you could do. You don't ever do that. All right, so legacy of wealth. It says quick riches come and go, but true prosperity is built with patience and purpose. Even if the results aren't immediate, know that what you are creating now will provide lasting abundance for the future. That's right. Like, you're building legacies here. Okay, building a legacy here for your family. Okay, legacy of wealth, something that will continue. You have divine discipline again. So just because you feel a certain type of way, just because you know love is there and all this stuff, doesn't mean that you have to speak up on it. Again, emotional mastery, emotional maturity, emotional intelligence. All right, I'm wise enough to know that not everything needs to be said, not everything needs to be spoken up on, not everything needs to be shared. And true wisdom, true skill is knowing how to share quite a bit and still not be sharing anything at all. Okay, so we have abundant attraction. There are no limits except those you impose. The quantum fields hold infinite potential. What will you choose to create? All right, what will you choose to create? And then the underlying energy here is taking a loss. That's crazy. I got to show you this because it looks like a black rose or a dying rose. And so does this with the unspoken feelings. You see that synchronicity? Now, if that's not a rose, correct me if you know what flower it is, because there's so many flowers in the world, right? But if that's not a dying rose, a black rose, then you tell me what it is. But that's what it looks like. And I wanted to mention that to you earlier. And I said, if it's meant to be said or if it's meant to be seen, then I'll point it out to them. So for us to see another one, you can't tell me that's not synchronicity. Two completely different decks, not the same authors by any means, not the same creator, you know, by any means. So not the same artist by any means. So you see what I'm saying? It's just, it's a sign. It's a sign. Something is inauthentic. You two are kindred spirits. And they're realizing that. That if they, you know, do it this way, they'll be doing it the difficult way. And they'll be standing in their own way of this prosperous estate, legacy of wealth, everything else. Okay? But it says, just as nature moves through cycles, so do you. When financial or emotional loss occurs, step back and see the full picture. This is just a passing storm in a lifetime of unfolding abundance. Do you see? So that's how you look at it. It's like, this is a black rose. Like, this was true love, y'all. True love that you feel like you have to ignore. You have to walk away from. You have to put down because the person is not ready, or the person has a karmic, or whatever the situation may be. But the way that it's looking is like the two of you going to end up coming back together anyway, because they're not going to be able to stay away from you. If you haven't seen the messages that I put up on the Patreon or the members only reading, go check it out. Those are exclusive content. That's exclusive content. I'm not posting it nowhere else. Nobody else is ever going to see it. If you're a member, that's for you. If you're a patron, that's for you. Now, if I ever do something on YouTube where I plan on eventually sharing it with the public, I'll let you know, because members get first dibs on things like that. So you'll probably have it sitting there for like 2 weeks and then the rest of the public will get it. You know what I mean? Or something like that. But Patreon, that's exclusive solely for the Patreon. All right. But yes, it says sacred bonds are forming as the universe aligns you with kindred spirits who share your values and resonate with your energy. When two or more souls align with the shared purpose, manifestation accelerates effortlessly. Why? Because two or more on one accord. Yes. Two or more on one accord. Yes. All right. And you are kindred spirits on one accord. This is why things will manifest the way that they will manifest. This is what you were telling them. When me and somebody, or you and somebody, take it however it applies, are on one accord, the things that we can do, there is nothing in the world that can stop an energy like that. And that's why so many things, so many energies try to stop the twins from coming together. Because when they come together, the abundance that is going to be magnified, the prosperity that is going to be received. You see what I'm saying? And also, Spirit has to make sure people are ready to receive such a blessing. All right, we have family healing. It says, as you cultivate peace within your family, whether through direct healing or by releasing attachment, you bring harmony to your energetic field. You are here to create a new legacy of love, abundance, and higher purpose. Exactly, but it has to be done with the right person. It has to be done with the right person. Okay? So I feel like because this person is choosing to go in a different direction, this is why you're like, okay, I'm going to take a loss. But I don't feel like it's going to be you taking a loss in the first place, because the person can't see themselves being without you. They consider that to be a loss, you know? And neither one of you are going to be losing here, only gaining. You got the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. You know, everything seems to be flowing the way that it's meant to. Person is coming towards you to speak their truth. They're ready to go in a new direction, okay? So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information as to where you can book personal readings with me, purchase any merchandise, etc. can be found in the description box beneath this video, the About Me section, and the chat. Peace and hair grease.